Although the economy has been moving in the right direction for the past few weeks, there is still a very strong opportunity. The government will pass the fourth and final stimulus bill of the United Kingdom to help the economy. The next stimulus bill is likely to include a second stimulus test. The good news is, according to Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, payments should be sent very, very quickly if another stimulus check is approved. The bad news is that the income eligibility for another stimulus check may be more limited than the previous income eligibility limit under the CARES Act. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell announced on Monday that another stimulus test could be limited to people with incomes of $40,000 or less. The House of Representatives has passed the $3 trillion HEROES Act, waiting for the Senate to vote. However, the HEROES Act does not seem to be passed in its current form due to the large scale of the bill. It is likely that the Senate will propose its own stimulus package, if passed by the Senate, which will then be submitted to the House of Representatives. If approved by the House of Representatives, it will be sent to the President for final approval. The Senate is currently on hold until July 20 and will have a meeting until August 7, providing them with a small window to pass the bill. In other words, the earliest we can see a vote will be in late July. However, it is likely that the vote will take place in August. The next voting opportunity will then occur after the Senate returns from the August break, which runs from August 10 to September 7. Mnuchin, finance minister, said checks can come very fast, very fast. The first round of stimulus tests took place on April 15, less than 3 weeks after the CARES Act was approved on March 27. Assume that a stimulus bill is passed on August 7, the last day of the next session. If we follow the same time as the CARES Act, the stimulus test may be sent as early as August 26. However, there was talk that the second round of inspection could be sent faster during this time because the IRS had a process. Once again, the Treasury will focus on sending stimulating checks via direct deposit to the extent possible. If another stimulus bill is passed in August, it is possible the check could be sent as early as the end of August, or maybe early September. If the next stimulus bill is not passed until September, the next check may not take place until late September or early October. Under the CARES Act, eligibility for stimulus testing is limited to people whose adjusted gross income, AGI, is $75,000 or less, $150,000 for married filing jointly. Reduced payment for people with AGI ranges from $75,000 to $99,000, $150,000 to $198,000. People who earn more than $99,000, $198,000 when married filing a joint return, are not eligible for stimulus tests. The HEROES Act calls for similar income eligibility limits. However, it is unlikely that the HEROES Act will be passed. The Senate has not officially proposed another stimulus bill at this time, but Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell announced this week that they want to target the next stimulus test for those seeking get $40,000 or less. There may be higher limits for couples. The CARES Act is a one-time payment of $1,200. It also includes a $500 payment for eligible dependents aged 16 and under. The HEROES Act also requires a one-time payment of $1,200 for individual qualifiers, as well as $1,200 for each dependent eligibility, up to 3 dependents, up to $6,000 per family. The HEROES Act does not set an age limit for dependents. We do not have firm data on what the Republican-led Senate will propose in the next stimulus package. Republicans were concerned about the increasing cost of the pandemic response and the previous 3 stimulus bills, and are likely to limit the overall price of the next stimulus package. However, President Trump achieved the achievement by claiming that he wanted the next stimulus test to be greater than the first and greater than what Democrats proposed with the HEROES Act. We may see a one-time payment of $1,200 or we may see a slightly higher payment, but with reduced income. Reducing the number of people eligible for the next stimulus test will allow the government to send larger checks while reducing the overall cost of the bill. The next stimulus package will not be limited to stimulus testing. In all likelihood, it will include a number of other initiatives designed to support jobs and the larger economy. This may include proposals such as extended unemployment benefits, bonuses for work, additional support for businesses, protection of business responsibilities, infrastructure spending, and payroll tax cuts.